Hey, welcome to day number 284 in our Route 66 journey through the Bible. We're reading the Bible through, and I'm sharing with you just some thoughts every day from each reading. And we're going to finish up with the Gospel of Matthew today, Matthew chapter 27 and chapter 28. So thanks for taking this journey with me. Let me see if I can share with you just some of the things that you're going to be reading with and maybe some things that you can just be reminded of. Well, first of all, Matthew chapter 27, Jesus has been arrested, and now he is condemned by Pilate. Pontius Pilate, who was the governor of Judea, he didn't find any fault in Jesus worthy of condemnation, but the people were so vicious about wanting him to be condemned that he condemned him to die. He was mocked, beaten, and finally he was crucified on a cross, nailed to a cross. When he died, darkness fell over the land, in almost as if God turning his back on what was happening in the world, as Jesus gave his life to pay for our sins. He was buried in Joseph's tomb. Now, this is a different Joseph than his earthly father. This is Joseph of Arimathea, a fairly rich man. Guards were set up to secure it, to make sure that nobody would tamper with it. However, we have Matthew chapter 28. On the third day, the stone was rolled away to show that Jesus was not there. He is risen. Nobody, humanly speaking, saw the resurrection of Jesus. They just saw the results. The women at the tomb were the first ones to see that the tomb was empty. Jesus appeared. Jesus appeared to his disciples. He gave them, in the final words of the Gospel of Matthew, he gave them the Great Commission to take the message of Jesus, the gospel, the good news, into all the world, to make disciples of all nations. This was not just a Jewish thing. This was a humanity thing. And so that's what we have. Now, three applications that we can have from this. Number one, Jesus' sacrifice reveals the depths of God's love. The cross shows us how much our sin cost, how much God hates sin, that he would allow his own son to die for it, and how far Christ would go to save us. It just shows us how much, and that's why we embrace the cross. The cross is not a symbol of anything good in one sense, because it's a symbol of a violent death. But it is a symbol of God's love, and that's why we embrace it. The second lesson is the resurrection gives us hope. Not just any hope, but a living hope. No matter how dark life seems, no matter how empty, how much it seems like life is ended, it's never going to be the same, something was taken away from me, the tomb is empty to show that Jesus wins. And so whatever you're going through, it's going to be okay, because in the end, if you've trusted Christ, you're going to heaven because of that. So it's all going to be okay. It doesn't mean there's not going to be dark days or bad days. It just means that it's going to be okay. You got hope. And a third lesson, the Great Commission is for every believer. We are called to go. We are commanded to go and tell and teach. We have his authority. We have his power. We're supposed to tell everybody. And yeah, we send missionaries around the world, but to be honest, it's not fair to send missionaries around the world if we're not willing to go across the street, if we're not willing to talk to people in our neighborhood. We want somebody to go in a different culture. We need to share the gospel with other people. Everybody needs Jesus. And those who know him need to tell those who don't. So